Alright, hey, what's up guys? I do hope you're all having a great day. And today is the December daily upload episode number 13. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about how much it cost me to start riding a motorcycle. Before we begin this video, I would just like to ask you guys to drop a like down below and subscribe if you haven't already, as we are trying to make this channel grow as quickly as possible, and the goal by the end of the month is to get up to 300 subs. So if you guys can do that, I would greatly appreciate it. All right, so moving on to the actual video, I'm going to be breaking this up into 3 parts. The first part is going to be how much it costs for the licensing. The second part is going to be for gear and how much the gear cost. And the third part is going to be the purchase, how much it cost me to buy the bike and insure it. So let's get on with the video. All right, and the first part is licensing. Here in BC, we have to do a knowledge test and the MST test, which in America would be similar to the MSF course, and a road test to be licensed. Now, I currently haven't done my road test yet, so I'm still a learner. So that part won't be in this video. So the first part of that would be to do a knowledge test. Basically wherever you are, go to your licensing office. But for me, I went to SBC and every attempt on a knowledge test takes $16. They give you a book. So I've read the book a couple times in a week, then went back, did my knowledge test, $15. Okay, I got my permit. Now I can ride with a supervisor during the day and with a speed limit of maximum of up to 60 kilometers an hour. Now, at that time, I did not know anyone who owns a motorcycle, has their class 6, and your supervisor is required to have a class 6, like a full license. I didn't know anyone. So my next option on how to learn was to go to a school. So I paid for a course to learn the basic skills to pass the MST test, and they would provide the test on site. That cost me $600. Now, this $600 could have been avoided if I knew someone who already had their class 6 and they would teach me, so I could go do my MST test. But I would highly recommend, even if you do know someone who has their class 6, go to a school, learn the proper skills. It will help you out in the long run. So licensing wise, I did a knowledge test, $15, and the course and the MSD test included with it. The course consisted of 2 evenings of learning the basics, learning the knowledge, the theory, then 2 days on the weekend, 5 hours a day to do the actual skills training, where we got on a bike, which for us was the V-Star 250. We used those for both days to learn. Then right after the 5 hours on the second day, we took a half-hour break. Then we did the MST test there, which was the skills test. And the skills test is the same one that they use, is pretty much similar to the one they use in the States. So we did that. I passed, perfect. Do that. Got my paperwork. The next day went to ICBC, gave them my paperwork, and they removed the restrictions of a supervisor, the speed limit, but I can still only ride it during the day, which in these current winter months makes it very hard to, as I do work full time as well. That's that. So that's the licensing portion for me. Now, in a few months, I do have my road test, and that will probably be about $50–60 to do the attempt. And every time you attempt, it's the same amount. If you pass or fail, if you pass, there might be a licensing fee. I haven't checked yet, but that's how much. But currently, for licensing wise, I'm about $615 in. Now, part number 2 is the gear. Now at that time, and currently right now too, I'm on a budget. So I've been purchasing budget gear. When you are purchasing a motorcycle and gear, try and buy the best gear that you can. In my case, I just wanted to have the gear to go to the course, do the course, get my skills test done, and then I plan to purchase more gear because it was only a couple months until Christmas now and Boxing Day, there are definitely going to be more sales for gear. So at the time I bought the budget gear, and I plan on buying new gear in this upcoming week on Boxing Day. For the gear, I made a list. It's on my phone, so I'm just going to go over what I purchased for my initial gear for when I started to ride. All right, first thing is the helmet. As you guys know from a previous video, I purchased the Scorpion XO R320. I have two of them. To be honest, the first one was the wrong size. I never returned it. I kept it just in case if I do ever need it. But that one was 150 bucks, and the one I have now is also 150 bucks. So I'm not going to count both because I have only used one, but it's 150 bucks for the helmet, and that's one I've been using so far. All these prices are in Canadian because I'm in Canada. So helmet is the Scorpion XO R320, cost me 150 bucks Canadian. Next up is my jacket and pants. These two I bought, to be honest, I bought it on Amazon. They're doing their job right, but I am definitely going to be upgrading them real soon on Boxing Day because they have minimal padding, but there's still some padding, so I got them. These ones, the jacket and pants, were from a brand on Amazon called Alpha Cycle Gear. The jacket was 65 bucks, the Canadian, and the pants were 75 bucks. I haven't been using the pants that much. I've been more so wearing jeans, but I've been using the jacket every time I go out for a ride, and it does stop the wind, but just so you guys know, this jacket is not waterproof in the rain. It does soak through. So if you guys do decide to purchase that's on you. Make sure you do your research and buy the best gear that you can for your budget. Next up would pants, pretty much the same thing. They have padding in the knees, the thighs, and I think the calves too. I can't remember, but they have some padding, which was more than enough to do the skills test. Boots were mandatory for the skills test. Anything above the ankle, so I didn't get designated motorcycle boots. I just purchased these tactical style work boots from Amazon. They're called the Motive 8's men's military tactical work boots. They cost me 108 bucks. They've been doing very well. I've been using those on my rides, and eventually I will upgrade those, but for now they're perfect. And then lastly for gear was the gloves. The gloves that I currently use and have used the entire time, they are the Z1R 270 perforated gloves. They are made of leather. They have some protection on the knuckles. They cost me 40 bucks. So all in all for gear, if you count the helmet, the jacket, the pants, the boots, and the gloves, it cost me roughly 438 bucks in Canadian. Now that's on a budget. Now the last part is the actual purchase of the bike and the insurance. The transportation cost to transport it from the town that I purchased it from to here, that was about 150 bucks. The actual purchase of the bike cost me roughly about 2,800 bucks. And insurance wise, so I pay about 180 bucks a month on insurance, which to be honest is a bit high, but it's a 805cc cruiser. I'm fine using it. I can use it on the highway. I still haven't been on the highway though, but I've been using it around town, and it's been more than enough to get me out of a couple sticky situations. So it's fine. That's with all coverage. With full coverage, it's about that much. And gas wise, I do about $25 a tank of regular 87 octane gas. I fill up every 2 weeks or so. I don't go out that much. It mainly leisurely rides, or if I ever have to do anything and it's a good day on the weekends, like if I have to go pick up, like go for a coffee or whatever like that, and just enjoy a morning ride, which has been really helpful for my mental health. But yeah, there's that. So there you guys go. That's pretty much all the costs in me to start riding. Your expenses may differ depending on the type of bike that you want, how new it is, and the gear you purchased. But I just wanted to go over what it cost me to ride. And to be honest, I was doing it really on a budget, on a really tight budget. And the things that I can see from here, the main thing that I would spend more money on is gear, because you can never have enough gear. Well, you can, but like the quality of the gear that you wear helps reduce the risk of you being injured. You will most likely get into an accident or crash or like slide or whatever, but it'll increase the chances of you being safe on the road if you have the proper gear on you. So with that being said, the total amount that it cost me to start riding is down here. I'm gonna put a number right down here, and yeah, that's pretty much how much it cost me to start riding. Yours may differ. It might be more, it might be less, but this is how much it cost me. And with that being said, guys, I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's a bit short, but I really wanted to make this video because if you're a new rider like me, or if you're starting to think that you want to ride but you don't know how much it is actually going to cost you, this video may help you out. And if it did, please do like the video down below and consider subscribing. I'm going to be posting more videos on the Marauder, my experiences as a new motorcyclist, preparing for the road test, and everything in between from there and moving forward from that, and more videos on the automotive stuff, on the cars and trucks. But for the most part, the next little bit is going to be more sided towards motorcycle content. So with that being said, guys, I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, please consider hitting the like button down below and subscribing, and I'll catch you all in tomorrow's video. See ya.